good evening, or good afternoon, possibly even good morning, depending on when you're watching this. Welcome parents, relatives, invited guests, but most importantly, the students of the class of 2024 to the 8th grade Moving Up ceremony at East Aurora Middle School. I am Matthew Brown and I am the principal of East Aurora Middle School. As you know, the program looks a little different this year, but it is our goal to provide you with a Moving Up ceremony and a virtual experience so we can reflect on the successes that you had at East Aurora Middle School. I think we can all agree that your 4 years ended a little bit differently than we had anticipated. However, I truly feel that you will be stronger in the long run. And the way that this group of students has risen to the challenge has been simply astonishing. You have overcome pandemic-sized hurdles, and that needs to be congratulated and celebrated. But before we start, I would like to say that your teachers and I had a great time visiting you today. We stopped by most of your houses and were able to touch base and provide you with the yard signs and the t-shirts. And for that, I would like to thank our East Aurora Middle School PTO for providing those things. But your teachers and I had a great time seeing as many of you as we could. But this evening is more about celebrating this very important group of students. To me personally, in this class, I will always remember, you were the incoming 5th graders when I started my position here as the principal at East Aurora Middle School. It was 4 years ago that we met in the multi-purpose room on Buddy Day when most of you walked over from Parkdale to meet myself and your upcoming teachers. I think we were all a little bit nervous about that upcoming September. But the growth that I have seen and witnessed amongst this group of students is simply breathtaking. Throughout the past 4 years, the class of 2024 has outperformed most in concerts, outperformed most in art shows. They've had incredible successes in various clubs and charity events, and also they excel in athletics. I look forward to watching and hearing about this group as they continue to grow and excel in these diverse ways as they mature to young adults at the high school. But before we focus on the high school, let's sit back, let's relax, and celebrate the successes that this collective group of students have accomplished together. At this time, I'd like to welcome Jada Tresmond to your screen. Jada is the president of our student council, and she will welcome you all to this virtual ceremony. Jada?
Hello and welcome to the class of 2024's 8th grade Moving Up ceremony. Normally, we would all be celebrating this special occasion together, but due to the dangerous circumstances, this year will be different. But being different isn't necessarily a bad thing. That is one of the most valuable lessons I learned at my time in the middle school. I learned that everyone is different and special in their own way. Out of all the people that I have ever met in my middle school career, I have never met two people who are exactly the same. Our differences are what make us such a unique group of 8th graders. Some of us have been together since elementary school, while others have only known each other for a year or two. But the amount of time that we spent together does not diminish the fact that we all have a tremendous amount of respect for each other. No matter how different we are, no one can take that away. As president of the East Aurora Middle School Student Council, I have met and bonded with many students, and I realized that we as 8th graders are role models to the students in the grades below us. What we do may influence the decisions that other students make. As 8th graders, I feel as though we completed our task of showing the 5th graders and people who are new to school how to act in order to succeed. I hope that the incoming 8th graders will be good role models to the new students as well. Before I go, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Brown, the faculty, and parents for the support and guidance that you have given us, especially during these last few months. During these tough times, we have persevered and successfully completed our time at the middle school. Thank you and good luck to the class of 2020.
Thank you very much, Jada. This year, each of our 8th grade students wrote a Moving Up speech. Mr. Terhune, Mrs. Marklinger, and the 8th grade teachers and myself had a very difficult task to decide who would deliver the speech. This year, we easily could have chosen 10 to 12, but we would be here all night. We decided on 2, Spencer Armbrust and Laura Gialanza. Our first student speaker during this ceremony will be Spencer Armbrust. Spencer, take it away.
Hello, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. My name is Spencer Armbrust. I just want to start off by thanking all the people who got us to where we are now. Thank you to our parents for taking us to extra events and activities, helping us with homework, and caring for us. Thank you to our grandparents for coming to our events and driving us around. Thank you to the school board and the PTO for giving us the opportunity to do more in school. Thank you to our teachers for not just teaching us how to learn, but also how to be a good citizen of the world. We stand as one and we fall as one. These words have a very important message that means we stick together through the ups and downs of life. This quote might sound like it's from somebody very important and famous. In actuality, these are the words of the not yet famous me. In school, all of us have to work together to overcome our challenges. What I'm expressing to you is that through the ups and downs of school, we help each other no matter how similar or different it may seem. Many of us play sports or are in some form of club. From the drama club to basketball, we are involved with each other. On a sports team, it is not just one person's loss who causes the game to be lost, and it's not just one person's success that wins the game. It takes a team effort to win and succeed. As a child, we did not learn on our own how to brush our teeth. We were taught by our family. When you were younger, you did not just hop on a bike and start going down the street with no help. You had people there helping you on your way. What I'm saying here is that almost everything we do, we had other people involved helping us along the way. No matter how close or far we may seem, we all work together. Some of us, students and some parents, may remember Field Day at Parkdale. For those who don't know what I am talking about, let me explain. Field Day was an event at Parkdale where we would go outside and run around certain events that had been set up for us by the PTO and teachers. In some of the events, you tried to compete against each other, but in most of them, you had to work together as a team. Our grade is a team, and we will be with each other to the end of high school. Throughout these experiences in elementary school and middle school, we have learned more than just academics. We have learned how to be a good person and about how to work hard together. Through the time we have spent at the East Aurora Middle School, we have bonded together. As we move on from being the oldest class in the East Aurora Middle School to being the youngest class in the high school, we must take everything we have learned with us. Some of us already are ready for high school, and some of us just want to move on for the middle school. Others of us are nervous for high school and what it entails. With all of our experiences together, we can meet any challenge. Somehow, through the toughest of times, we have been able to get through it. With the experience we have gone through, we can conquer high school and go on to be great people in the world. We stand as one, and we fall as one. Are the words I want you to remember. This is where I should end with a funny story or a good memory that makes us all laugh, but I will challenge you to think of your favorite memory from the middle school. Now think of all the people it took to make that memory possible and come to be. Thank you for listening. We will stay throughout high school together, and I wish all of us good luck with whatever it entails.
Thank you, Spencer. Well done. Before we move on to our next speaker, we have a few words from some of your 8th grade teachers.
Hello, 8th graders. As you look back on those hard middle school years, I don't want you to forget to thank all those that helped you get through that difficult and challenging time. You've got, obviously, Wikipedia to thank, Edpuzzle, Kahoot, and obviously Google Class. But in all seriousness, I wanted to congratulate you on your perseverance. You've made East Aurora proud, and hopefully will continue on as you move off to high school. And I'll leave you with one piece of advice. Just make sure that you take advantage of all of those awesome opportunities as you continue your educational career. Good luck.
Salvete omnes. I just wanted to let you know how much fun I had working with you this year. You're such a talented and creative and funny group of students. And I'm so sorry we didn't get to spend the whole year together, but I'm so excited for your future, and I hope you have a wonderful summer.
Hello there, 8th graders. Just wanted to say congratulations on finishing middle school. We really miss you, and I just want to wish you good luck up at the high school, and I can't wait to hear all the wonderful things that you guys are doing up there. I know that you're going to do great.
Well, top hat and tux only means one thing. It is moving up time in East Aurora, so congratulations, 8th graders. You worked really hard getting here. Hopefully somewhere along the way, someone taught you something that piqued your interest. Maybe you'll follow that as your career. Hopefully you had some fun this year in 8th grade, mapping EA Hill, getting a lump of coal for Christmas, or coming up with nicknames like Aspen, MJ, Barney's, or Goose. Either way, I hope you had some fun, and I hope you really enjoy the high school, have fun, and a great summer. See you around.
Hi, my favorite 8th graders. Congratulations on completing your years at the middle school. I wish we could all be together in person to celebrate your moving up and say a proper goodbye. I will never forget this class. When the world came to a pause, we were there to support each other. Best of luck at the high school next year. I know you all will do great things. Take care.
Congratulations, 8th graders. We will miss you. Have fun next year when you get to high school. It truly is one of the best times of your life, and it goes by fast, so enjoy it.
Hola, mis estudiantes, or if I had you during study hall or homeroom over the last few years, I just wanted to say congratulations. Very proud of all of you, and I think you're going to love the high school. Enjoy every moment of this summer that you've earned. Take care. Hasta luego. Nos vemos. Don't forget to come visit.
Hey, 8th graders, congratulations on moving up. I want to say it was a pleasure having you guys the last 3 years. You were by far the best 8th grade class I've had so far to this point. I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck in high school, and have a happy and healthy summer, and see you next year. Bye.
And at this time, we would like to welcome our second student speaker, Laura Giolanza.
Middle school has definitely been an exciting journey for all of us. But through hard work, determination, and perseverance, we were all able to find success. The people who helped us get here were so amazing. I just want to thank all the teachers, staff, and students for helping all the 8th graders get this far. I also want to thank the parents, siblings, and other family members who were there for us after school. Middle school has been an adventure to say the least. I think to understand how far we've all come, we need to go back to where this all started. The first day of middle school is something that everyone remembers. When we first walked into that building, everyone was hit with a strong emotion. Some people were really excited to be starting something new. Some people were completely terrified. And some kids were just really tired because they'd never gotten up that early in the morning before. I just remember knowing that I was going to get totally lost inside the school. About a week later, I did get lost. I was on the 3rd floor leaving art class. The 3rd floor was the thing that scared me the most about middle school. Usually, I followed the other kids in my class back down to the 5th grade wing. But today, I wasn't quick enough, and all the other kids had already left. I remember feeling so scared and alone. I had no idea which way to turn, and I didn't like the looks of the terrifying 8th graders who were circling around me. I started to panic. What do I do now? Should I try to find help? Maybe I'll just wander around until I find my way back to the 5th grade wing. But then I heard a voice say, "Laura, are you lost?" I looked up to see my older brother, who was in 8th grade, standing over me. With some direction, I was able to make it safely back to my next class. When I think back to that moment now, it seems ridiculous. How on earth did I get lost inside of a school building? But as a 5th grader, I know that I wasn't alone. In fact, I think that on some level, everyone was scared they wouldn't be able to find their way. Even though we're here now as successful middle school graduates, it's important to remember everything we went through to get to this point. We've all faced challenges that made middle school more difficult. Everyone has lost binders, textbooks, and pencils in these past 4 years. Maybe you failed a math test, got cut from a team, or lost a friendship. Most recently, I know we've all lost the second half of our 8th grade year. But look how far we've come. Each time we've lost, we've become stronger and more determined people. We've been able to conquer so many tasks that seemed impossible at first. As a 5th grader, I thought I would never be able to navigate my way around the middle school. Now, I can walk around the school no problem. I know there have been moments during middle school where it seemed too hard, and you thought you could never do it. But you did. We've learned so much from the challenges that we faced during middle school, and so many people have helped us to learn even more. In our classes, teachers were always there to help us gain new knowledge. The clubs and teams that we joined after school helped us to learn new skills and find strength and confidence. Our friends taught us how to smile, laugh, and find happiness. After these 4 years, I'm really grateful to everyone who helped us 8th graders learn so much. We've learned not only about school subjects, but about ourselves and who we can become. So when we walk into the high school for the first time next year, some of us will be excited, and some of us will be terrified. Some of us will once again get lost inside the school. But middle school has definitely prepared us for any challenges that we may face. Before we know it, we'll be sitting at our high school graduation, so proud of all that we've learned. I'm so thankful for everyone who helped us get to this point. I wish all of my 8th grade class good luck for the coming years. One day, all of us students will become adults who are ready with knowledge and passion to enter the real world. It's incredible that that whole journey began way back on the very first day of middle school. Thank you.
Incredible, Laura. Thank you. And now, let's hear from some of your past teachers at East Aurora Middle School.
Hello 8th graders, Mrs. Cook here. Congratulations. A couple bits of advice for when you get to the high school. Work hard, don't be afraid to take risks, and above all, be yourself. We want to thank our student council members, some of which have been with us since 5th grade, Grace Baran, our treasurer, and Jada Tresmond, our president. You have made this year such a great one. Thank you so much for everything you've done. We are going to miss you guys so much. Have a great summer. You have all earned it.
Hi 8th graders. Just wanted to tell you how much I'm going to miss seeing you next year. You are a terrific class, one of my favorites, and I hope you do great things at that high school. You are all wonderful, kind people, and you're going to be missed. Bye.
Hey 8th graders, it's Mrs. Krell. Just wanted to let you know what an honor and a privilege it's been to be your teacher in the past. I wish you great things at the high school and best wishes to each and every one of you.
Hi class of 2024, this is Mrs. Marklinger. I trust that you are ready to enter the cool high school. Never forget, TREC, that's track the building blocks, yo.
Hi 8th graders, it's Mrs. McDonald. I just want to tell you good luck at the high school. I'm so proud of your time here at the middle school, and especially for my students who are in my 6th grade homeroom. You know who you are. We have some great memories together. So have a great summer, and I know you're going to do a great job at the high school.
Hey, 8th grade class of 2020, it's Mr. Leibrock here. I'm really sorry that we didn't get a chance to get to know one another, but I hear awesome things about you guys, and I really wish I would have gotten to meet you. You have 4 years ahead of you to make an awesome high school experience. Now, that may sound like a lot of time right now, but it's going to fly by really quick. So take advantage of every single opportunity that you can, whether it's extracurriculars, sports, or anything that you can do to make your high school experience the best one ever. And I hope our paths will cross sometime soon. Take care.
Hey, class of 2024. It's Mr. Russ here, just to wish you well as you move on from 8th grade into the high school. This is a really exciting time in your life, and there's so many great things that they have planned for you in grades 9 through 12, and I think you're going to be just as successful as you have been in 8th grade. I know you've worked really hard, and your teachers are so proud of you, and I just want to thank you and wish you the very best as you move on. Congratulations.
Typically, this is the moment of our celebration that we invite a keynote speaker to address the audience. For this year's virtual event, you have lucked out. We invited each of our keynote speakers from the past 3 years, and they have all sent a message to you. First up is the speaker from 3 years ago, Marty Baran. Some of you may know him as Coach Marty. Some of you may know him as the guy who sits next to Brian Duff during the Buffalo Sabres intermission on TV. One of you even knows him as Dad. But some of you may have no idea who he is, but you're about to find out. Marty Braun played 15 seasons in the National Hockey League, 8 of those with the Buffalo Sabres, before you were even born. He has been living in Western New York for 23 years, but when he was in middle school, he could only speak French, and he had to learn English when he arrived in Rochester in 1997. Today, some would say his English is even better than his French. At this time, please welcome Marty Braun to your screen.
Congratulations, students of the EA Middle School, for graduating and moving on to the high school. I'm telling you, you've probably just went through the hardest period in your lives. That time between being a kid and childhood and now being a teenager and growing into an adult. That middle school stage is definitely not easy. And you're able to come through and with success, and especially with the pandemic the last few months, you're able to, do the stuff at home. And I'm telling you, a lot of times I talk to kids in hockey and in other sports, and they say, oh, my coach is so hard on me, my parents are so hard on me, my teachers are so hard on me. Well, we're hard on you because we want you to succeed. We want you to be able to achieve your full potential. But over the last 2-3 months, I got to tell you, from what I've seen, most of you were able to really take on that challenge and do it on your own, because we weren't able to help you with your math homework, with your ELA homework or your science homework. So you had to take ownership. And for that reason, I think your class is going to be one that's going to stand out in many years from now, just because you were able to do it on your own and really come through winners on the other side. So I have to commend you for being able to come through, for all the hard work that you put in. I hope you guys look at high school as a big, bright challenge in front of you. It is probably one of the most fun and important time of your life at the same time. I will give you one piece of advice: go have fun. Get out of your comfort zone. Stay out, get out of that little box that you feel so comfortable in. Try new clubs, new groups of friends. Try taking tough classes just to see where it can push you to be for college and for life after that. Surround yourself with great positive people and influences around you. We know it could be difficult and it's easy to go and, test the waters a little bit, but surround yourself with positive people. Family members, they all want to help you. Uncle, aunt, grandparents, those are positive influences that want to help you. If you have them, surround yourself with them and really listen to them. But in the end, you were able to achieve so much over the last 4 years at the East Aurora Middle School, and you've got 4 great years coming up in front of you at the high school. I congratulate all of you. Have fun this summer. Stay safe and healthy, and enjoy what's to come. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Marty, for your great message. 2 years ago, we had another exceptional speaker on the stage at the 8th grade moving up ceremony. Her name is Marnie Smith, and she is an East Aurora graduate. Marnie graduated in 2002 from East Aurora High School, and after graduating, she attended Union College. She then came back to the Buffalo area to attend law school. Marnie is a partner at a law firm of Webster Zani, and she focuses her work on representing school districts and other employment matters. At this time, I'd like to welcome Marnie Smith to your screen.
When Mr. Brown asked me to be a part of your virtual moving up ceremony, I sat down and promptly started to write you a poem. But it turns out there's not that many words that rhyme with coronavirus or quarantine, so I had to scrap that idea. Then I tried to make you a TikTok, and well, let's just say that didn't really go as planned either. So instead, I decided to share my advice for you in a COVID acronym. First, C for courage. I hope that you have the courage to try something new in high school. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back from trying. Next, O for optimistic. I suspect this is not the way you imagined ending your 8th grade year, and next year's probably going to be a little different too. I hope you can be optimistic and find the silver lining even when things are difficult or challenging. V is for volunteer. Find a cause or organization that means something to you. Big or small, I hope you find a way to help others. I is for individuality. Even though you're all in the same place right now, graduating 8th grade and moving up to high school, you each followed a different path to get here today. There's only one you. I hope you can embrace and appreciate those things that make each of you individuals. And finally, D, I hope you dance. No matter what time of day, no matter what's going on in the world or outside your doorstep, when your favorite song comes on, I hope you bust a move. But please be careful about posting it on social media or TikTok. Congratulations.
Thank you, Marnie. Finally, we will end the year the same way we started it. Sal Capaccio. Sal did speak at last year's 8th grade moving up ceremony, and he did such an incredible job, we asked him to come back and kick off our school year at an assembly on the first Friday of school. Hopefully you remember. Sal Capaccio works for WGR Sports Radio 550. He is the radio sideline reporter for the Buffalo Bills. He grew up in Cheektowaga and went to Syracuse University. Sal was a high school teacher and a football coach in Florida before he returned to Western New York in 2011 to follow his dream of being in the Buffalo sports media. Dreams do come true, according to Sal. Sal, take it away.
What's up, 8th graders, East Aurora Middle School? It's your buddy Sal Capaccio from WGR, and I'm back again. Just like when the school year started, I'm back again for how it ends. And I'm really, really thrilled to be talking to you because you guys, you did it, man. You're moving on. You're going on to high school. How cool is that? Now look, I understand that not everything went as planned this year. We all had to adjust. I mean, heck, I got a first grader at home myself, and it's been pretty tough on him dealing with this pandemic and everything that's going on. But I also know that you're going to be so much better for it. You're going to be so much better and stronger for everything that you've had to go through this year. And when it's all said and done, as much as it hurt not to see your friends, and I know it did, as much as it hurt not to be at school, be with your classmates, do all the things you normally do, years from now, starting next year even, in 9th grade, years from now, you're going to be thinking to yourself, yeah, remember that summer, that spring or whatever of 2020, we couldn't go to school? It's going to be a blip on the radar because you're going to do so many other great, incredible things. And I look forward to hearing about and seeing all the incredible things you're going to be doing. Remember what I told you back when I spoke with you the first time, all right? Which is be well-rounded. Make sure you do everything. Try everything. You know, when you graduate 8th grade, when you move on to 9th grade, you're going to basically get a piece of paper that says you pass or a diploma, however they do it. I don't even know what they do in 8th grade anymore. But what you're not going to get is a blueprint on how to go about next year and the year after and the next 4 years and into college. No one's going to tell you exactly what you got to do and how to get there, where you want to go. So that's what's cool about it. You have an opportunity to do it however you want and make the most of it and experience as much as you can. Get involved in your school. Get involved in your community. Look what's going on in our country right now. It is now more important than ever for young people to get involved in their community, to be a part of something that you believe in, that's strong, change lives for the better, be proactive, get involved in sports, try something, be in locker rooms with different people, get coached by different people, get involved in clubs, some sort of club that you never even thought you might even enjoy. Could be the thing that changes and gets you to go on a track that you never thought in your life because you love it so much. All those different things. You gotta experience everything for yourself and allow yourself to take it wherever it's going to take you. So make sure you do that. And of course, remember the message about social media. Eyes are always upon you. Everybody's watching, and they're always going to remember. You can't take back what you say, what you write. Be careful. Choose your words wisely. Use your platform, your social media platform, for good. Use it for positive. It's okay to use it. It's okay to talk in there. It's okay to exchange ideas and texts and shout out to your friends and all those cool, crazy, fun things and videos that you do. But be responsible with it. All right? Having that opportunity also comes responsibility. So don't be a knucklehead, all right, on social media. I know you're going to do great things. Congratulations. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm really glad I got a chance to talk to you once again. And I can't wait to see what's in store for you starting in high school next year in 2020 and beyond.
Thank you very much, Sal. We've now entered the portion of the ceremony where we recognize many students for their accomplishments. Mr. Leibrock, our assistant principal, will now help read some of our award recipients.
Our first award this evening is the Western New York Federation of Women's Clubs Creative Writing Award. The Aurora Women's Club, the local sponsor of the General Federation of Women's Clubs Creative Writing Contest, is proud to announce that 2 of our students have won awards in the Greater Western District. Emma Zaff has won 2nd place in Category 3, which consists of grades 6, 7, and 8, on poetry in the Greater and Western District for her poem, Imagination. Audrey Murphy has won 1st place in Category 3 short story. Audrey's short story is titled Last of the Free Willed. As a 1st place winner, her entry was sent on to the New York State Federation of Women's Clubs for further judging at the state level. Our next award is the DARE Award, Drug Abuse Resistance Education. This award is given to 2 students who demonstrate principles taught by DARE. They are drug-free, have positive self-esteem, practice resistance techniques, are actively involved in positive alternate activities, and maintain a healthy lifestyle. They seek out positive role models and exhibit a desire to continue maintaining a positive lifestyle throughout high school. This year's recipients are Mitchell Morris and Zoe Wyke. The next award is the Lions Club Award. This award is given by the EA Lions Club to a student who has achieved and excelled through service and community involvement. It is for a student who is willing to work for the improvement of the school and the community. This year's recipient is Morgan Christensen. Our next award is the American Legion Citizenship Award. This award is given by the American Legion Post 362 right here in East Aurora. It is given to a boy and a girl who exhibit courage, leadership, scholarship, patriotism, and service. This year's recipients are Declan Carney and Grace Baran. Our next award is the New York State Comptroller's Award. This award is presented to a student who has shown academic excellence and the potential for leadership through involvement in activities that improve the school and/or community. This year's recipient of the New York State Comptroller's Award is Audrey Murphy. The next award is the New York State Attorney General CCC Award. This award is given to 2 students who exhibit courage, character, and commitment. This year's recipients are James Bonnerb and Sarah Healy. Our next award is the Russ Gunta Memorial Award. This award is given to 2 students who possess a positive attitude towards his or her peers and strives to be the best that they can be. This year's recipients are Calvin Saschuk and Madison Vaughter. Our next award is the Cornerstone Award. A few years ago, our district developed a new logo based on our core values. These values include learning excellence, respectful relationships, effective communication, and continuous improvement, which we strive for each and every day. Our logo reads, EA, Excellence and Achievement, Exploration, Innovation, Growth, and Opportunity. The recipients of this award have displayed these values on a consistent basis while here at East Aurora Middle School. These students are of high character and great role models for their peers. The Cornerstone Award goes to Spencer Armbrust and Natalie Deitch. Our final award this evening is the Distinguished Achievement Award. The Distinguished Achievement Award is the highest award given at East Aurora Middle School. This is presented to students who have attended East Aurora Middle School for 2 or more years and whose outstanding accomplishments, contributions, and scholarship leave no doubt of their eligibility. This year's recipients are Alexandra Morgan, Charlie Meyer, Lillian Maruzik, Evan Galvin, Laura Giolanza, David Safford, Emma Zaff, Owen Rung, Zoe Jeffalone, and Elijah Bachman.
Thank you, Mr. Librock, and congratulations, students. What a ceremony. We hope that this has given you a chance to look back and reflect a little bit on the East Aurora Middle School as you've been listening to the speakers. I'd like to start our closure by thanking those speakers. Thank you to our keynote speakers, but most importantly, thank you to our student speakers. Powerful messages. I also want to take a minute to thank our PTO, especially President Jennifer Wyke. She's been our president for a few years now and done an exceptional job, as she will be moving on to the high school with her daughter. They've gone above and beyond the PTO throughout this remote learning. They've supplied things like the signs and the t-shirts that were delivered earlier today, as well as various contents to keep students as engaged as possible with the East Aurora Middle School. Thank you, PTO. Also, thank you to our incredible faculty and staff. On a day's notice, they changed the way they instructed. The only reason why this remote learning worked out as well as it did was because of the strong connections that our faculty and staff made with students before the remote learning took place. I truly believe that they are the best faculty that a community could ask for. Parents, thank you. We know that this has not been easy. It has not been perfect, but thank you. Thank you for being there for your child and to support the school when they entered in 5th grade or along the way. And thank you for the way it ended. Especially not easy, but you did it. And we congratulate you for that. But finally, and most importantly, thank you, students. Your accomplishments have been outstanding, and I know you will bring your talents and your personality to the high school in just a few short months. I'd like to leave this evening with one final thought: legacy. I've spoken to a few students about the difference between leaving behind a legacy versus being remembered. Leaving a legacy is much, much deeper, way more meaningful. A legacy is the story of someone's life, the things they did, the places they went, the goals they accomplished, their failures, their successes, and much more. Legacy is more than something a person leaves behind just to be remembered by. Legacies are pathways that guide people in decisions with what to do or what not to do, demonstrating a person's character. Not only are there a bunch of characters in this class, but they're a group of students with high character. They've created a lot of laughs while usually managing not to cross the line. But when push comes to shove, the character of these individual students always rises to the top and proves what great people they are and how well they have been raised. They're students who demonstrate strong conviction. They stick up for each other. They look out for each other. Oftentimes, they do whatever it takes to help out and stand by their friends. We have had many new friends join this class over the years, forming new friendships, while many have remained close friends since their time in elementary school. These friendships have only grown stronger as their journey through the often difficult and somewhat awkward middle school years comes to an end. I also see a great deal of compassion. One example is the hours of community service that many of these students have contributed. It goes unparalleled and has made a difference in the lives of many, including various passion projects that many of these 8th graders have completed to better our community. It is without a doubt that this class has created a legacy at the East Aurora Middle School. Class of 2024, you will be missed. The legacy that you are leaving is a long-lasting and a great one. Now, go show that East Aurora High School what you are all about and make us proud. Thank you.